Order is going to be CTBT politics. Overview. CTBT ratification is key to stopping proliferation. That's Davis. Proliferation outweighs bioterror because it is much higher risk of causing station because countries like North Korea, Iran, and India are definitely nuclearizing now, whereas they can't point to a specific country that's increasing bioweapons and preparing an attack on the U.S. This is also the highest risk impact because tensions causes nuclear conflicts escalate, deterrence won't fall. Proliferation makes states nervous because the tremendous frequency involved outweighs both disease and genocide because intervening actors can solve those impacts as they play out. Bush 4. India would be as an experience preventing their use as using them. They lack a nuclear doctrine and reliable decision-making system that is targeting information. Any emerging nuclear weapon they say would likely experience this as they work to develop the nuclear weapons. They might choose to deploy or force to deploy the nuclear weapons before they have all the issues sufficiently worked out that simple command structure would not be actually prevent the accidental unauthorized use and the fact that increase these risks. And a nuclear war would also shrink viruses because there are more points of access available to terrorists. Mueller 8. A world populated by many nuclear weapons poses grave danger of regional conflict, escalating nuclear level, nuclear terrorist threats on scant historical evidence and dangerously naive nuclear uses trigger catalytic war, nuclear power, drawing them into tolerate regional conflicts, more points of access available to terrorists. First, I'm going to debate. Group 2AC 1 and 2, they say Republicans studied historically opposed CTBT ratification under Clinton, but our just evidence assumes that the only reason why they voted no before was because they were angry with Clinton on decision to gain the military, the peacekeeping mission in Somalia and to set out on the Vietnam War. The reasons are wholly political and not because they didn't like the CTBT itself. And vote count still. Obama has a good enough relationship to key monitor Senate Republicans to pass CTBT. Senior Democratic consultant has inside info. Joseph 9. With the Democratic majority of senators in place and close relationship with key moderate Republicans, Obama is within reach and 67 votes necessary to accept your ratification. And political climate is different from the past. New Republicans want to take another look at the treaty. Joseph 9. A number of influential Republicans have expressed a willingness to take another look at the test ban treaty. McCain went on his way to raise it and talked in the speech on the U.S. non-proliferation strategy. And changes to global geopolitics create new incentive for Republicans to support the CTBT. Handling 9. Much has changed. The monetary system has grown to $1 billion in a worldwide network, and the U.S. weapons stockpile has been certified reliable since the 1990s. The Senate has changed as well. The 60-vote Democratic majority, some influential Republican voices choose to support the treaty. The fact that the president made top priority means it's going to get a lot more attention from American public than it did last time. And on the internal link debate, Group 2AC 3 and 4, the only internal link card read by both sides of political capital and our Joseph card is very explicit that CTBT ratification will require lots of it and that is zero sum. And political capital will determine the debate of CTBT. Kimball 8. Winning over acceptable senators and amassing 2/3 majority will take strong commitment and so political capital. One factor working in favor of CTBT ratification, the fact that the Senate is different. On the link charts, Group 2AC 5 and 6, our LOP link card is miles better than their link chart card. First, their card isn't even talking about their app, it's talking about enforcing immigration laws and immigration reform. Secondly, it doesn't matter if the Democrats support their plan because all Democrats would ratify the CTBT anyway. All that matters is winning over Republicans, and our link card specifically indicates that both Republicans and Democrats do not support health care for immigrants. Our link evidence is based on a clear criticism where an empirical reform bill was introduced in the past and bipartisan opposition quashed all hope of reform and continues to make a divisive issue. This means that just bringing it up in the Senate causes political capital and triggers the link because it's so controversial. Business Week 9. This year, the recession affected foreign workers that found deeply trouble due to the economy is likely the central role of Washington senators and political opinions to say bad politics even discuss immigration reform at a time in America facing such serious economic challenges. And this doesn't mean it doesn't matter. This means it doesn't matter which constituent group they're maybe popular with. It's clearly not the right time to bring it up. Off 2AC7, our link is predicated off immigration, which is a key dividing issue. It doesn't matter if he's spending on other social services when it's not even talking about healthcare. And off 2AC8, he still has the capital card from yesterday and is written by a credible political analyst, O'Neill 615. This resembles the backburning of issues. Issues has been delayed out of fear that could be divisive. He has been willing to delay action that could distract or mandate. He has carefully avoided the potential to blow up that the broader agenda is not worth political capital to try. The census is one illustration of such approach Obama is taking to strip out carefully and prioritize. And off 2AC9, there's no more. Winners will get denied, even though Obama got the stimulus bill. Doesn't make passive universal health care any easier. And winners lose. The next vote is against the president. Man 93. Senators voted prior to order. The vote to state second, loyalty at third of the president. The bad news is that once the president gets the vote, the in the state is cast. The next vote to show their independence from the administration, and the next vote to show that I'm independent. Off 2AC10, policy staff are good. Forces research current events and informed citizenry acts as the best internal education, rational decision making of the impact of the 50 states fiat flow. They can't just fiat pass political capital issues. Off 2AC11, first ratification is not needed. Provisional enforcement solves the Michitalk June 4th. State parties could convene and agree that the treaty would enter into force on a provisional basis without ratification by the 44 annexed nations and on legal decision with practical decision and using these verification and monitoring systems. The text of treaty document enforced member states could agree to act as it did. And youth certification solves of the country, the AP May 26th. CTBT passage time set dominoes toppling from Beijing and New Delhi and beyond. New York example will be defining any testing and ban on cap on new weapons, halt proliferation, and give nuclear states more confidence to negotiate reduction in Indonesia is showing positive signs of ratification. China withheld ratification because the U.S. did. CTBT ratified by China might induce the Indian domino to follow suit. Pakistan's response to CTBT depends on India. Israel backed off further ratification only because the U.S. did. Egypt might then logically follow. Iran and North Korea would face separate isolation and international pressure. If Pyongyang sees that all the P5 behind the treaty and no longer demanding the North Korea separation on that they don't. A repeated failure to ratify Washington could send dominoes tumbling in the other direction. China might see the need to resume testing multiple hydrogen missiles and testing being reaction might ensue.